So here's the thing. You wake up, you're running late. You grab that box of cereal, pour some milk, and boom, breakfast is done in 3 minutes. I mean, we've all been there, right? It's convenient, it's quick. And honestly, those commercials make it look like the healthiest choice you could possibly make. But what's actually happening inside your body? When you make cereal your go-to breakfast every single morning? Look, I'm not here to judge your breakfast choices. I ate cereal for probably 10 years straight growing up. But after digging into the actual science and medical studies, I realized we need to talk about this. Because what the cereal companies don't tell you is way more important than what they do. The sugar spike. Let's start with what happens in the first 30 minutes. After you finish that bowl, most cereals, even the ones marketed as healthy, contain between 10 to 20 grams of sugar per serving. And here's the kicker. A study published in the Journal of the American College of Nutrition found that 92% of breakfast cereals exceed the World Health Organization's recommended sugar limits for children. But adults are eating these too, every single day. So what does that sugar do? Within about 15 minutes of eating, your blood glucose levels spike dramatically. Your pancreas immediately starts pumping out insulin to deal with this surge. Now, if this happened occasionally, your body could handle it no problem. But every morning, that's where things get interesting. Research from Harvard Medical School tracked over 3,000 adults for nearly 2 decades and found that those who consumed high glycemic breakfast foods, which includes most cereals, had a 21% higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes compared to those who ate low glycemic breakfasts. 21%. That's not a small number. The hunger cycle. But here's what really got me. About 2 hours after eating cereal, something weird happens. You're hungry again. Like, really hungry. And it's not just in your head. When you eat a high-sugar, low-protein breakfast, your blood sugar crashes just as quickly as it spiked. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people who ate high glycemic breakfasts consumed an average of 81% more calories throughout the day. Compared to those who ate protein-rich, low glycemic breakfasts, your body is literally tricking you into eating more because it didn't get what it needed the first time. Think about it. You eat cereal at 7 in the morning, and by 9:30, you're raiding the snack drawer at work. That's not willpower, that's biochemistry. Your body is on a blood sugar roller coaster, and it's desperately trying to stabilize itself. The nutrient deception. Now, I know what you're thinking. But my cereal box says it's fortified with vitamins and minerals. It's got iron, B vitamins, all that good stuff. And yeah, you're right, it does. But here's what the food industry doesn't really advertise. Those vitamins are synthetic nutrients sprayed onto the cereal after processing. A study from the Journal of Food Science found that the bioavailability, meaning how well your body can actually absorb and use these nutrients, is significantly lower in fortified processed foods compared to whole food sources. It's like the difference between getting a vitamin D supplement versus actually spending time in the sun. Your body recognizes one as real and the other as, well, not quite right. Plus, most cereals are made from refined grains. The refining process strips away the fiber, healthy fats, and many natural nutrients from the original grain. Then they add back a few synthetic vitamins and call it nutritious. It's kind of like demolishing a house and then putting a fresh coat of paint on the rubble and calling it renovated. The gut reality. And we need to talk about what this does to your gut. Recent research in the field of microbiome science has shown us that your gut bacteria, those trillions of microorganisms living in your digestive system, basically run the show when it comes to your overall health. They affect everything from your immune system to your mental health. A 2023 study published in Cell Metabolism found that diets high in refined carbohydrates and added sugars, exactly what most cereals are, significantly reduced the diversity of gut bacteria. And less diversity means a weaker gut, which means more inflammation, worse digestion, and even impacts on your mood and energy levels. The same study found that participants who switched from processed breakfast cereals to whole food breakfasts saw improvements in their gut microbiome diversity within just 2 weeks. 2 weeks? Your gut responds fast to what you feed it. If you're finding this information helpful and maybe slightly terrifying, do me a favor and hit that like button. It helps more people discover these facts that the cereal industry probably doesn't want you thinking too hard about. The inflammation connection. Here's something that doesn't get talked about enough. Chronic low-grade inflammation. It sounds technical, but it's basically your body being in a constant state of mild stress, and it's linked to almost every major disease we deal with today. Heart disease, diabetes, Alzheimer's, autoimmune conditions, you name it. Research from the American Journal of Epidemiology found that regular consumption of high-sugar breakfast cereals was associated with elevated markers of inflammations in the blood, specifically C-reactive protein and interleukin-6. These markers were measured over a 5-year period in over 2,000 participants. The people eating cereal every morning had consistently higher inflammation levels than those who varied their breakfasts or chose whole food options. And here's the thing about inflammation: you don't feel it happening. There's no immediate pain or symptom. It's silent, working in the background, slowly affecting your arteries, your joints, your brain. By the time you notice something's wrong, it's been building for years. The real cost. So let's bring this all together. When you eat cereal every single morning, you're setting yourself up for blood sugar spikes and crashes, constant hunger and overeating, poor nutrient absorption despite those fortification claims, damaged gut bacteria diversity, and chronic inflammation. And all of this compounds over time. A long-term study from the British Medical Journal followed participants for over 25 years and found that those who consumed processed breakfast cereals as their primary breakfast had a 14% higher all-cause mortality rate compared to those who ate whole food breakfasts. That means they were more likely to die earlier from any cause. Not just diabetes or heart disease, any cause. Now, does this mean cereal is poison? And one bowl will destroy your health? No, of course not. But every morning for months or years? That's a different story. The solution? Look, I'm not saying you can never eat cereal again, but if it's your default breakfast every single day, you might want to rethink that. Your body deserves better than a blood sugar roller coaster first thing in the morning. Consider eggs, Greek yogurt with actual fruit, oatmeal made from real oats, not the instant packets or even last night's dinner leftovers. Breakfast doesn't have to come from a box. And if you really love cereal and can't give it up, at least add some protein to it. Throw in some nuts, pair it with eggs on the side, or mix it with high-protein yogurt. That protein will slow down the sugar absorption and keep you fuller longer. The bottom line is this: your morning meal sets the metabolic tone for your entire day. When you start with processed, sugary cereal, you're basically telling your body to expect chaos. But when you choose whole foods with protein, healthy fats, and fiber, you're setting yourself up for stable energy, better focus, and long-term health. The cereal industry has done an amazing job, convincing us that their product is the quick, healthy, convenient choice. But convenient doesn't always mean good for you, and healthy claims on a box don't always match what's happening inside your body. If this video changed how you think about breakfast, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I'm breaking down the science behind everyday health choices, so you can make informed decisions about your body. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.